Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 111. In today's episode, we're going to talk about chemical injection scenarios. And in these scenarios, there's been a accidental injection. We're obviously not talking about things that people purposely do to themselves or medical procedures, all that kind of stuff. Then, so in this one, it's how a accident will happen, how a chemical injects into the bloodstream. Well, let's get started here. Um, and so when we think about chemical injection scenarios, the chemical's got to get into us in some form or fashion. It doesn't magically jump from 20 feet away and say, I'm going to inject myself right into your skin, right to your bloodstream, right to your, all that good stuff. So when we think about a way that the chemical can get in, there's things like broken glass, a needle stick, cut from a razor blade. One that I've seen before, and luckily there was no injection from chemicals, is that a person was using a screwdriver wrong. They were kind of using it as like a knife and doing stuff, and of course got a cut. There's also ways that we don't always think of too. High pressure air or something else is pushing it, and it can push it into the skin. Um, Anybody in the military knows that that's how they give the vaccines, is using that high pressure air. Um, so there's a lot of ways that it can get into the bloodstream. Then, so I like to. I shouldn't say I like to. I have a very bad habit, and I've almost broken it, of picking my nails. So I always have a breach where there's a way that the chemical can get inside of me. Um, Probably one of the common ones that I've seen is when people are using a razor blade for something, and it's typically is not like a knife type razor blade. It's where somebody has taken a razor blade just like itself and just kind of taken it into their fingers, and I'm going to take something off. I'm going to cut something. I'm going to so that's a very common way that can happen. When we think about healthcare, you have the needle stick. You know, not very common in general industry, but if you think about a healthcare scenario, that can be a very severe scenario, because you also could have some biological matter, we'll just call it, from somebody else, or it's something that should not be inside your body. It was destined for somebody else, and now it's inside of you. So that is it for today's episode. Really short and sweet. Chemical injection scenarios. Like all things, if we just slow down, take our time, and all of us are under a lot of pressure to get things done. A lot of times it's self-induced pressure and not even pressure from others. But if we sit down, slow down, take our time, we can really avoid a awful lot of these scenarios by just staying focused and doing a great job. So episode number 111 is complete, chemical injection scenarios. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Thank you for joining me, and have a safe day.